And here we go. Welcome to qualifying. 10 minutes are on the board already, and we are already watching the first couple drivers come around to start their flying laps. And what better way to do it than the man at home? It's Steinberg. Here we go, and let's watch him live as he heads and races down to turn 1. Braking at the 400-meter board. Hard on the brakes into the right-hander, quick left-hander. You want to keep the revs up as much as possible into the fast right-hander. Hard on the brakes and then get it turned in. Now we get into the very fast left and right chicane. Hopping over the curbs, the Mustang can take it. And then hard on the brakes after we get onto the short straight into the left-hander, sharp left-hander, and then the S section. As he heads back onto the banking section now, Evan has just a couple more corners to navigate around here. Looks like a pretty clean lap from him. Doesn't use the exit curve, but one more hard braking zone for him to go. And does so beautifully. One more corner to navigate, and it's flat out right around here. Nail that car all the way to the wall on exit. Race to the line. The drivers are going to be chasing a lap time of a 1 minute 26.498. He's already flying out there. Van Dorn is already going to catch up, and he's going to come across the line right now and take the P2 spot of a 31.2. Santos puts in a time in the Lamborghini of a 27.1. There we see Dominic in his debut race as well. The American, he puts a lap time there of a 29.480. Danny Nasir up there, as well as Oswin Wilson. He's battling into turn 1 with the Ferrari of Enzo. Qualifying, it's very close out here, as all the drivers continue to set in their lap times. Peter Sabo, fastest lap, goes up to provisional pole at the moment. Andy Rees, P2. Track is gonna get more and more rubber laid down, and grip levels are just gonna get better and better. Fastest lap goes up to so we're just watching audio levels, making sure everything's good. We're actually gonna turn up the audio level on the race itself. There we go. So as we continue this one out, let's find Steinberg, as he's going to be coming around for another lap around here. We're going to see what he can do on this lap. Now Steinberg races to the line with more grip on the circuit, puts his time up to provisional pole with a 26.106. What's the likes of the other Aston Martin gonna do? There he is, 125.612 for Mike Van Dorn. Provisional now goes to him. Santos puts his time up to P2 of a 25.719. So laps are gonna start heating up. Danny Nasir, P7 on the timing board. Peter Sabo took it into the pits, so that was not the lap 4. And meanwhile, we watch on with Andy Rees on board with him now, racing as we have 5 minutes already left to go. So close to the wall, racing to the yard of bricks. Across it now, it's P2 with a 125.666. Times are still heating up. They're getting faster around here. Steinberg this time doesn't look as quick as the previous lap. Van Dorn also yellow in that first sector. Nothing to write home about at the moment. He's got Lance Nasir just ahead of him, but Lance gets right out the way for Mike Van Dorn. This may not be a fast lap for him anyhow. Lamborghini, there you see Daniel Santos. He's gone green in the first sector. Lance Nasir goes deep off the track, gets right back on it. On board with the Lambo. Around the final corner. As you hear that engine hollering just ahead of him, it's the Aston Martin of Van Dorn as he comes across the line. No improvement. Santos goes provisional pole. That's our third different driver. Santos, 125.441. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. Qualifying far from over. Andy Rees watch live, and it's contact between himself and his fellow Danish driver. That is a huge shame. Both of them making contact when Andy Rees was on a personal best. Both of them head into the pits and head right back out. McName puts in a time P7 in the Ferrari 26.707, but we're watching the battle for pole. Who's it gonna be? We're still waiting on Peter Sabot, who looked like he was on a great lap, but unfortunately had to take it to the pits. Qualifying looking very hot. Anybody can take the top. And with 3 minutes and 8 seconds left to go, top 5 is looking very good out there. Lambo, Aston, BMW, Ford, Audi, Mercedes. It's almost every manufacturer up there. In fact, the top 8 is a different manufacturer each. Absolutely incredible. We love this. Let's keep it going now. Peter Sabot, purple in the middle sector. Santos takes it to the pits. We watch Meg Van Dorn. Improvement in the first sector, not improving in the second. Race to the line anyhow. What time is that going to be? 25.510. We find Sabot. Sabot, let's see what he can do. Oh, trouble forces Wanto in the BMW. Just gets out the way. Out of Sabot in the Audi as he's now onto the front straight once again. The Hungarian driver comes across the line and takes pole. Sabot is a 24.810. Provisional goes to him. Another driver takes the provisional spot. 2 minutes left to go. Anything and everything can still happen as we watch Wilson in the Mercedes. Comes across the line, stays P6. 2 minutes left to go. Steinberg, we haven't seen him get a little bit quicker in a while. Let's see what he can do on this lap. Meanwhile, Andy Rees, as he comes across the line now, stays P4. In fact, that was actually an out lap, so we'll see later on what he can do. Meanwhile, Mike Van Dorn is going quicker, as well as Peter Sabot. Purple in the first sector for him. Personal best, Van Dorn in the middle sector. We'll stay with Van Dorn for now. In the chicane, just a couple corners to navigate for him. Left-hander. Hits the apex, 1 corner to go. Keep the foot down as much as you can in this final part. Goes very wide, almost stays between track limits. Races to the line. Can he take down Santos? And Sabot takes down Santos. 125.271. We'll watch Sabot. Purple in the first sector. No improvements in the middle. And Peter now, as he heads on to the front straight, this time, 24.110 to beat, comes across the line, and no improvement. He's 2/10 down on that lap. 50 seconds left to go. If you're crossing over the line now, that's your lap times complete. There's no way you can make another. And qualifying continuing to look more and more amazing with all these drivers. But only one in the 24s. That is Peter Sabot in the Audi. Remember, Sabot and Van Dorn had an amazing battle in the last round as we watch Andy Rees in the BMW. Let's see what he can do. Come across the line now. No improvement. Peter Sabot, though, purple in the first sector, and I'm very annoyed that your timing screen at the front does not actually show you the correct sector color, but he is purple on this first lap and in the first sector. So, timer is going to expire right about now. That is it. Qualifying's complete. 2 drivers coming across the line now. Steinberg drifting his Mustang, but is going to pull over this lap. Van Dorn's going to take it to the pits. And Peter Sabot, no improvement in the middle sector. McName, Klaus also having personal improvements in the first. But we watch, all eyes are on Peter Sabot as he rounds out the final corner. Speed picks up as these cars now get onto the front straight. The Audi screams to the line, comes across it, and it is provisional pole, now even quicker with a 124.626. Is that it? Peter Sabot putting in a very fast lap. That could very well be the pole lap. Lots of drivers coming across the line right about now. McName is one of them that we mentioned out earlier. 4 cars coming across at the same time. We look at this man in P3. Daniel Santos, he's been flipping positions with Van Dorn as Klaus goes up a position. Andy Rees goes up to P2, knocking down the championship leader, Daniel Santos. Now onto the front straight. What can the Portuguese do in his debut race? Comes across where qualifying goes and stays 4th position. And that is it. Qualifying comes to a screeching halt as Peter Samo takes pole position here at Indianapolis, followed by Andy Rees and your championship leader, Mike Van Dorn. What an amazing qualifying that was.